Paul Savage. Hey Glee Club, how are you? Good to have you drinking? Good, yeah. None of this Stoptober business. Good, yeah, that's one of the things they do now. Stoptober, you're supposed to give up drinking for a month. That's also the thing they do in dry January. What has gone wrong with our country where we need 2 months of the year to be told not to drink? Right? I'm not doing that. I'm drinking throughout October. I'll drink in January as well. In fact, I'm not doing loads of them. Do you remember Movember? The thing where you grow a moustache in November? I've decided I'm not doing that. In fact, I'm doing a whole campaign to stop other people doing it. I've called it November. Yeah. I only came up with it yesterday, but already that name has been taken by the BBC, Wikipedia, and the Julian calendar. So it's going all right. So I'm not sure if I am a proper adult. I'm 34, but I don't know if I'm an adult. For instance, I am drinking red wine from a plastic glass. An adult? I don't know. I own property, but not sure if I'm an adult. I mean, I am mortgage-free. I'm mortgage-free at 34. Which you're thinking, man, how do you do that? Well, what you do is you go into the arts when you're about 23. And you work really hard and you sacrifice loads of things. You sacrifice friendships, you sacrifice relationships, you sacrifice proper working hours and good mental health. And eventually your parents go, oh fuck, he's never going to get a mortgage, and they give you half the money. And the reason I was able to do that is my place cost £14,500, yeah, because I bought a boat. I bought a canal boat and I live on it. And a lot of you are thinking there, Paul, aren't canal boats usually like 30 to 50 grand? Yeah, the ones that work are. Mine is a rusting, leaking piece of shit, right? This could just be 10 minutes of me ranting about my boat, but I've written jokes as well, so it's fine. I think one of the things is, well, that you've got to do when you work out whether you're going to be an adult, because you've got to try and be an adult. It's difficult. One of the things I did, I thought, this is how you know you're a proper adult. I bought really sharp knives for my kitchen, really sharp knives for the kitchen, but I didn't buy a really sharp sword for the living room and display it above my fireplace. That's how you know you're an adult. That's the first thing you want to buy, but don't do it. Right? One of the things as well is I don't know if I do comedy. That's what I do for a living, but I find it hard sometimes to do it. And sometimes I don't know if what I do is good. I don't know if I'm the comedian that I want to be. I find that kind of a weird thing that you go into something, you go, oh, am I doing it right? But then I read something the other day. I read that Woody Allen hates his own films. Woody Allen hates his own films. Once he's made a film, can't watch them. Imagine being Woody Allen and knowing that you've done something reprehensible, right? And going, oh, I've done something horrible. I know, I can't quite place. Probably my films. Probably not Woody. Probably too early in the set to do a Woody Allen joke. That's fun. But you know what they say? Opinions are like arseholes, aren't they? They say opinions are like arseholes. You heard that phrase? Yeah. It's because everyone's got one. That's the way it is. Opinions are like arseholes. Everyone's got one. Although I think opinions are like arseholes. Straight men will try and test yours. If you go after theirs, oh, they don't like it. Oh, they don't like it at all. That is my most popular joke with women. Women are going, yeah, fuck it. Men are going, stop it. So I do think we have to, because it's weird when we will draw lines on things. We will draw lines on certain places. We'll decide that certain things are acceptable, certain things are not acceptable. For instance, fry-up. Lovely man here. You have a fry-up. In your fry-up, what are you having? Hash browns, sausage, bacon. Nice. Some people already whispering over there, hash browns. I think the potato choice in a fry-up is really interesting. So, everyone hash brown, yes or no? Is that acceptable? Yeah. Some people shaking their head. No. Fried potatoes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Most people go for that. Chips. Oh, woman there really strongly. No, it's a weird thing. We go, oh, hash browns definitely acceptable. Fried potatoes acceptable. Chips, very much not sure. If you served it with a baked potato, I would set you under every single mental health act. You know, it's a potato and butter. Well, get in the van. I have a van especially for sectional people. It's fun. Yeah, it's weird what we will accept and not accept from certain people. It's a weird thing that you're allowed to express yourselves in certain ways and not in other ways. For instance, if we imagine that we all have a mutual friend that we're going to call Alexander. Alexander's brought us all here today. He said, I've got an announcement, guys. I believe that I am trans. I believe that I was born a man, that I was born in a man's body, but I believe I have a woman's brain, and I am now going to live my life as a woman. From now on, I want you to treat me as such. I think all of us would go, okay, we'll try and work with that. We're probably going to have some questions. We're going to make some fuck-ups at certain points, but we are behind you. We are behind you. We're going to try and work with this. I think that's what we'd all do. We try to believe that. However, if our friend Alexander came out and just went, "Hi guys, I know I was born Alexander, but I want you to now call me Xander," every one of us would go, "Fuck off, Alex." No, at all. That's our situation. So it's good. Well, I was talking to a friend of mine because he works in AI. He works in artificial intelligence, and he quit his job because he was worried that we were getting too close to artificial intelligence, even though that's what he was trying to do, and that machines were going to uprise against it. And I was like, no, you don't have anything to worry about because humans are smarter than machines. We will do. Like, if anyone's worried that the machine's going to rise up, we will beat them every time. You can say, because he was like, "Oh no, they're going to take our jobs. They're going to take our jobs like the self-service checkout." I was like, "No, because they haven't taken the jobs. The job still exists. It's just you move next to the self-service checkout. The guy who used to be on the tills now stands next to the tills and goes, right, no, I see what you've tried to do. No. The machine still is stupid. The stupid thing about the machine is it doesn't know. It's got rules. We program them in and use the rules. So I'll say the first thing that the self-service checkout machine will say, "Have you brought your own bags?" And you'll say, "Yes, I brought 7 bags." And then you'll steal from underneath 7 bags, right? That's what we all do. Right? Because the machine is programmed to, because you know how much a plastic bag weighs, a couple of grams, 10 grams, I don't know. But you know roughly what it's supposed to weigh. And the machine doesn't know that. So the machine, all it does is it takes away whatever you put on there next. And the human would go, "Oh, that weighs about a bag, okay." Whereas the machine doesn't know that. So you can put on something there, the size, the weight, the relative density of something, I don't know, like a 12-pack of Kronenbourg 1664, right? And it just has to take that away, right? And that is a little tip for you. It's not even a joke, it's a little tip for you, something that I like to call theft. Good little system I've created there. But it's a weird thing, because as soon as the machines get smart enough, we are going to start fighting back. At the moment, we accept it for certain reasons. We fight back all the time in little ways. So, for instance, if you've ever been on your Netflix or your Spotify or your Amazon Prime, they've got little algorithms that it notes what you watch and it tells you, "Oh, you might like this." And there's always a certain point where it just goes, "You watch this and you watch this, we reckon from our algorithm that you may like this." And your first reaction is always, "Well, fucking say about that." How many of us have sat through a thing actively hating it to prove the machine wrong? "I think you like Orange is the New Black." "Well, I will now try not to." It's the same with sat navs. You get in your sat nav, you get in your car, you put it on, and the machine says, "You will arrive at your destination at 7:32 p.m. You go, "Fucking say about that." Speeding, doing 95 down country lanes. Police pull you over and you go, "Excuse me, sir, why were you speeding?" "I had to beat the machine." "Well, go, man, go. I'll put the blues in 2 so we'll get you there. I've cost you 3 minutes already. Go!" It's the way we're going to be. We're going to beat the machines. So I mentioned before, that I live on a boat, and my dad, when I moved in, was just he got me a little thing, because he's a good bloke, my dad, and he tries, and he bought me a little plaque that he'd found in a shop, you know, one of those little funny signs. He bought me one of those, and it said, "There's only 2 good days on a boat, the day you buy it and the day you sell it." I was like, that's quite funny, but I have had some really good days on a boat. I once fucked a Lithuanian lesbian on it, and that was a pretty great day, I'll be honest. I watched 2 World Cup games as well. It was a great day. Where are you going to put that on your sign? Not enough room. I did go out with a Lithuanian lesbian, and that's not just a thing that I picked at random. It's my life. And it was quite strange, because when we started going out, she told me she was a lesbian, and I was like, "Okay, cool. By the way, in this country, when someone likes women and men, that's called bisexual." And she went, "I know what it is, you patronising prick." Right? But I mostly like women, but you're fine. Possibly because I have I don't know. I think it's about a B cup, right? But we took ages to have the intercourse because she's a lesbian. We were trying to work out how this would actually work. And at one point she just said, "I think what it is I'm just allergic to dick." Right? And I was like, "We're all allergic to dick." And she was like, "No, you can't be allergic to dick if you have a dick." And I was like, "No, I think I am allergic to my own dick." And she was like, "What?" I was just like, "Yeah, no, because like whenever it's in its allergic state, it gets very red, very angry. There's sort of heavy breathing involved. My blood pressure goes up, and sometimes you just have to rub cream in it till it goes away." That's an allergic reaction, isn't it? Yeah. You've all lost me there. Every one of you went, "No, why? We liked no." That's been really fun. I think that's everything I wrote on my hands. Yeah, that was everything. All right, man. You've been really lovely. I'll be Paul. So good night. God bless. I'll see you.